Hey, so this is a good day. I thought I'd give you an idea of what it's actually like to live and own a Ferrari. For disclosure, I don't own this. I've been lent it by Ferrari in North Europe. We took Joe Sugg out yesterday.
Joe Sugg here. Wait, that looks bleeding posh, doesn't it?
Having spent 4 days in the Ferrari, what's it actually like to live with? What are the practical sides of it? What's it like in terms of the way people treat you? What's it like in terms of how you feel, how your friends feel about it? As a car as well, what's it like to actually spend some time in? So, first things first, we've got to talk about the looks of the car. It's what gets everyone talking. I would argue it's the best looking car on the planet. I think this is the 488 Spider. It's got a hard top roof. The roof retracts in about just a few seconds, and you can do it while you're moving, so it's pretty easy. Okay, so after the looks, there's the drive, and oh my word, it is the drive of your life. I would happily say that this car is suited to a racetrack. You cannot possibly get the most from this car on roads in the UK anyway. It's so powerful, so responsive, gives you a lot of feedback. The brakes are carbon ceramic on this one, which I believe is an optional extra, so they might take a little bit of time to warm up, but even they are best worked on a racetrack. All the dials that you have to see over there for a racetrack, the settings, the Manatino switch that's just down here, that's all designed for a racetrack. So really, if you are thinking about getting one, you've got to be thinking about which racetracks are in your area, because you're going to be wanting to be putting it on there. In terms of tech and things that you can use on there, well, this has got a double clutch gearbox, and it's also got fluffy pedal gears, which I found incredibly useful. The other thing to think about is that the steering wheel itself is actually where it's all happening. I've not taken my hands off this wheel. And you need to hold on to it for that reason as well. So everything you would use is pretty much on here. So you've got the indicators that you would use with your thumbs, you've got the lights down at the bottom which you would use as a flash. You've also got little switches behind which you can use to turn up the volume on the Apple CarPlay if you've got music playing, or just change the radio station. So it's all behind the steering wheel, and again, something you actually need to be gripping the steering wheel to use.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
So what's it actually like as a daily drive? Well, we've been taking this up and down motorways, through country villages, into cities. The first thing you should know is that it draws attention. So everywhere you go to have people taking photos, slowing down on the motorway to try and come and see you. It's giving you better service in restaurants because your car is parked outside. Every little part of your life will be affected by people's natural love for this car. The sound of it is something that turns heads. People want to get in it, people want to talk to you. It's a real head turner. So taking it through villages, something that's worth pointing out, you do have to slow down for speed bumps, but to be honest, you're going to have to slow down anyway, because everyone that's going by you would like a photo, like this guy here. So the guy now taking a photo of the car. So even on a motorway, you can't escape that people love this. The question that a lot of people asked is it expensive to run? Now this does on the motorway get around 25 miles per gallon, so it's not too bad at all. Even if you stick your foot down. But in the city, you're probably looking at around 14 miles per gallon. We have managed to get around 18 on average, so it's not too bad for a sports car. It's a supercar. I think what helps with that is a turbocharged engine, the twin turbocharged engine. That means you're getting more fuel economy from it, but also one engine of the year. It's a good engine. It's going to be quite fuel efficient and fast for a supercar. The other thing in terms of running costs you should probably think about is the fact that when you buy a Ferrari, you get a 7 to 8 year guarantee on practically everything. So if you bought this car today, pretty much everything apart from the tyres, the fuel, some washer fluid and maybe I don't know, the odd air freshener now again. It's pretty much covered by Ferrari, and if you don't believe me, go and check it out because it's an absolute list. It's huge. It's bigger than a Christmas list that I had as a kid, and that was big. And talking of a kid, this is the kind of thing that I always wanted. As a child growing up, the emotions that you have around cars all come back when you're in this. You feel like you've done something and you've achieved. And that's more than any material object can get you. Your money is one thing, but actually what this car gives you in terms of a sense of achievement and where you are in your life is actually so much more than money can ever buy. And that's really one of the things that helps with the value of these cars. The other thing that I think every Ferrari now has is a 15-year warranty. 15 years? I can't even imagine what my life would look like in 15 years' time, but it is quite reassuring to know that you've got a warranty that lasts that long. In terms of integrating it into actual life as well, the car is incredible from the fact that it's got CarPlay. Now this is something that Apple has really pushed and that the manufacturers, a lot of them have adopted, that's it's really political at the moment because so many people have criticisms of the Ferrari purely for CarPlay, and that's not fair. Because actually it's the easiest way of getting a system that integrates into your life so well. It's the easiest way of making sure that all your phone contacts, all your maps, all your destinations, everywhere you've ever been before, and your own music can integrate with a car without Ferrari having to go and design their own system. So as much as I hear criticism of the CarPlay and the CarPlay isn't necessarily perfect, it integrates into your life so well. It really, for me, it's something that I've used quite a lot. It depends on my iPhone more than I probably would want to admit. So actually having CarPlay there is really useful, and it's not something I'm going to deny. There you go, that's pretty much my review, and if I was going to summarise and say, honestly, it's something that you've probably dreamed of since a child, and for me that's exactly how it is. The challenges that you have are really around what the public think and how the public react to what you're doing, but actually that can work in your favour, so you have to balance that, balance what's going on around. Even right now, people are asking to take photos, and that's interrupting the filming. So I think you can see what kind of impact a car like this has on you and has on the people around you. For me, that's something I really love. It's not something that traffic can get in the car at all. In terms of practicalities, there are a few ways of getting around that through the warranty, through the fact that it actually doesn't consume as much fuel as most supercars do, which is absolutely fine. Honestly, it's something that's personal for you, but I could not recommend this car enough. It's one of the best weekends I've had in my life, and I couldn't vouch for it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Check out our other videos that we've been filming recently. I took Joe out the other week. I took my dad out. This has been Living with a Ferrari. Click subscribe if you haven't done it already. Hopefully we'll be able to get something like this, if not this exact car, very soon. Thank you guys for watching again, and I will see you next time. All good? Oh, all good?